Yo, what's up guys, it's your boy Anizi with part 4 of What If Naruto Was Madara and Hashirama's Reincarnation. Last time we saw Naruto's team and Samui's team enter the leaf to enter the training exams. They encountered Menma and Mito who tried to antagonize Naruto, but Naruto put them in their places. We now see Ibuki coming out, sensing Naruto's killer intent. All of you stop this fighting or you'll be disqualified for unauthorized violence, Ibuki said. Naruto stopped releasing his killer intent, remembering the Raikage telling him that if he wanted to show his power to the world, this was his chance, because there will be many visitors at the third stage. Ibuki then went back in, seeing as the situation calmed down, as we now see Kira Torumi run up to Naruto and hug him. Naruto-kun, I knew you'd make it. You're the strongest here, well apart from me. You're Cloud's strongest and I'm the strongest, but I'm stronger than you, Kira said. No, he's not the strongest. I'm the strongest. I'm the heir to Namikaze, the strongest clan here right now. And I'm the son of the Yellow Flash, Menma said. Kira just looked at him blankly and turned to Naruto. Naruto can tell that loser I don't want to speak to him. I don't speak to weaklings that rely on their dad's knee. Menma hearing this got pissed off. Listen here, you Miss Trash. Your weak village can't do shit. All it has achieved in the past year is fighting against themselves, Menma said, pissing off Kira. Well, what has Leaf achieved? Oh, I know, nearly getting destroyed by the Nine Tails, Kira said, quieting Menma. Enough, shouted Ibuki, appearing out of nowhere. It's time for the test, he said. So for the first part of the exam, Naruto just used the Sharingan to copy down the answers. So we're now going to move on to the Forest of Death. The introduction goes to as canon as Anko explains the test, but Menma gets hit by Anko instead of Naruto. Start, Anko yelled. Suddenly Naruto, Yuguta and Fu all entered their Biji forms and surrounded the genin. Samui and Kira's team then came up to them smiling. Everyone was scared. One wrong move and they could all die. All of you give your scrolls to Samui now, or we'll launch a Biji Dharma destroying this whole forest, taking you out, Naruto said. You damn demon, you can't do this, Menma shouted. Yeah, it's not fair, Mito said. Naruto then grabbed Menma and Mito and started crushing them. Menma and Mito screamed out in pain as they begged Naruto to let them go. Naruto then tightened his grip. Please Naruto, please, let us go, Menma said. Naruto, here's the scroll, just let us go, Mito said, as she dropped the scroll towards Samui. Naruto then threw them on the ground as they landed and started bleeding. Hand over your scrolls or you're next, Naruto yelled as all the genin handed over their scrolls. Samui and Fu's team grabbed all the scrolls as they started burning the scrolls they never needed. Gaara looked at their direction in fear. Shukaku was afraid of the Cloud Ninjas. He said that he can't beat them because they had stronger tailed beasts under their control. Samui and Fu's team then jumped onto Naruto as they headed towards the tower, leaving everyone in fear. After the Biji left, Anko came out and said, well, we're gonna give you all a second batch of scrolls, but don't lose them this time, this is your last chance. We now go on to Naruto's point of view. Naruto's team arrived to the tower and exited the tailed beast mode. Yo, why did you enter the Biju mode? They were weak compared to you, Killer Bee said. We were ordered to show our power, Naruto said, as Bee then nodded. They then entered the tower where Krishna ran up to slap Naruto, but Naruto bitch slapped her, sending her flying into the wood. Don't touch me, bitch, Naruto said. How dare you hit me, demon? You showed your true colors, didn't you? You attacked my innocent children for no reason at all, Krishna said. That was my tail beast mode, an ability a true Jinchuriki can only unlock. Not those pathetic children that you have. But I wouldn't expect a failure of a Jinchuriki like you to understand, or anyone in Leaf in general to understand, because you lot can never become friends with your tail beast and can never unlock this power, Naruto said, pissing off all the Leaf shinobi. Well done, Naruto, since this is my village, you're disqualified, Minato said. Yo, if Naruto's disqualified unjustly, then Cloud would declare war on this weak village, and with 4 perfect Jinchurikis and an alliance with Mist, you don't stand a chance. So if I were you, I'll let Naruto participate, or else you're all gonna die, Killer Bee said. Yeah, and don't forget that you're the one that made the rules that saying that Biji chakras allowed, others your little kids wouldn't be able to use that as well, Naruto said. Fine, Naruto can compete then, Minato said. See Minato, this is what the Leaf is, weak. They can't even beat us Cloud Ninjas, and you're the worst Hokage. Under your rule, Leaf has went from the #1 great nation to the #5 great nation. They're the weakest of all the great 5 nations, Naruto said, laughing. Krishna looked at Naruto with anger. How dare Naruto put Minato in his place? She went up to Naruto only to be stopped by Minato. Stop, we can't do this right now. We'll get him back later on one day, Minato said. Fine, Krishna said. Alright, so we're now going to skip 5 days. Okay, we now see Minato coming up to the stage. I would like to congratulate all that have made it here, he said, glaring at Naruto. But since there are too many people, we'll be holding the preliminaries. Then the proctor came up and started explaining the rules. Okay, since we have too many people, one person will have to go twice. Would you like to volunteer or should we pick it by random? Naruto then put his hand up. I will. Minato, not thinking twice, agreed with it. Finally, we could get that demon out, Minato said. All the fights happened to canon, with Menma facing Kiba and winning with a fart, while Mito faced some random ninja and won. The Cloud team and Kira all faced random ninjas and made it. However, Gaara and Neji faced each other, and Gaara crushed Neji. We now have the last two matches, Naruto vs Hinata, and the winner will face Rock Lee to get into the finals. So it was now Hinata vs Naruto. Start, the proctor said. But this is Hinata, the one who tried to make poor Yaruko's life a living hell by making her Menma's slave. I will make her suffer for that, Naruto thought. Hinata then came up and went like, I will show you your place, you peasant. You are a slave to the Namikaze clan. You should have just stayed there and become a branch member while your brother and sister ruled upon the Namikaze and Uzumaki clan. But no, you decided to defy fate, and you cannot defy fate. A no-name like you shouldn't even battle, Hinata said. Oh, so the Hyuga clan's failure will show me a SSS rank ninja on par with Madara and Hashirama GG, my place. Come on then, show me, Naruto said, activating his Mangekyo Sharingan as Hinata activated the Byakugan. The Byakugan has always been better than the Sharingan. Now the world shall see, Hinata said. Ha! The Sharingan can easily destroy the Byakugan. I mean, do you even have a Mangekyo stage? The next stage? Nah, your dojutsus are weak, Naruto said. How does he have the Mangekyo? Krishna said. How does the dope have that? Those eyes should be mine, Sasuke yelled, ripping his hair off. Hinata then charged at Naruto using the 64 palms, but Naruto countered with his hands blocking her palms. Hinata thought she landed it. What? How? Hinata said. My Sharingan allows me to see your attacks before you hit them, and I just blocked your strikes before you can land them, Naruto said. He's amazing, Kakashi yelled. To master the Sharingan at this degree, at this age, even I never had that kind of control. K-10, Hinata yelled as she started spinning. You can't beat this. This is the ultimate defense of the Hyuga clan, Hinata yelled. Naruto then started to laugh. The ultimate defense? You call that the ultimate defense? Let me show you the ultimate defense. Susanoo, Naruto said, as he was surrounded in a purple aura that took the shape of a beast. What the hell is that? Hinata yelled. What is this? Is this the power of the Sharingan? Sasuke yelled. Never seen this before. Unknown to the Konoha shinobi, Sasuke was secretly voting for Naruto to win because Hinata dissed the Sharingan, the Uchiha clan's pride possession. He would hurt Hinata after this, Sasuke thought to himself. This bitch is the ultimate defense. Only someone with a Sharingan at its ultimate level can achieve, Naruto said, showing off his Susanoo as he then used the Susanoo blade to cut off Hinata's arm. Hinata screamed out in pain as Naruto started to stomp on her. Stop it, Menma yelled. Stop touching my girlfriend like that. She's had enough, Mito said. You've proved your point, demon. Stop it! Stop hurting an innocent soul, Krishna said. Naruto then stopped the Susanoo and put Hinata under Itachi's genjutsu, where she saw her mother dying over and over, and then where she was getting what she planned to do with Yaruko done to her by some fat ugly man. That's for hurting Yaruko-chan for no reason, Naruto thought to himself. Naruto hated the Leaf, and anybody from the Leaf that hurt someone innocent, Naruto would hurt and torture. Winner Naruto, the proctor said, looking at Naruto with anger. How dare this little demon hurt the Hyuga clan princess and Menma's wife. Can the next person come down? The proctor said. Lee came down enraged. I will avenge Hinata. How dare you do that to someone so innocent, Lee said. Whatever you say, you weirdo. Get your drip fixed, Naruto said, pissing off Lee. Is pissing off Leaf ninjas really that easy? Naruto said. Start, the proctor yelled. Lee then starts to throw a barrage of punches at Naruto, who dodges them all. He then punched Lee, sending him flying into a wall. Lee, drop your weights, guy said as Lee dropped his weights. Lee then charged at Naruto with 4 or 5 times more speed, throwing a barrage of punches at Naruto again. Naruto still dodges without any effort. What? How is this possible? Lee said. You're using your demonic powers to cheat, aren't you? Yeah, he's using his demonic powers, Sakura yelled. Is that all? Is that all you can say? I have demonic powers? No, this is your strength. This is the results of your training. You are weak, Naruto said, as he started to throw a barrage of punches at Lee, making him bleed. He then dodged a desperate punch from Lee and kicked him away. Lee, do it, Guy yelled. Be on it, demon. You're the first person to push me this far in a real fight that isn't a spar. Fifth gate open, Lee yelled, as the wind sent everybody flying back, apart from Naruto and the Jonin, and Naruto's team and Samui's team and Kira's team, who used chakra to stick to the floor. Oh, so this the power of the gates. Let's see what you could do, Naruto said, activating the second Tomori Sharingan. Here, I'll show you the second of the Sharingan. Yeah, that's right, I wasn't even using my Mangekyo against you. I was only using level of the Sharingan. You were that weak. The only reason I used it against Hinata was because she had the Bakugan, and I wanted to prove that the Sharingan was the superior dojutsu, Naruto said. Why you, Lee screamed. Naruto then charged to Lee, kneeing him in the face. Then he used his elbow to hit Lee in the nose, making him bleed. He then elbowed Lee in the face again. He then kneed him in the stomach. Lee then used Lion's Barrage, but Naruto took it unfazed. Naruto then kicked him away. Fire style, majestic destroyer flame, Naruto said, as he sent a wave of fire destroying the building, and the Jonin had to protect the genin. When the smoke cleared, you see Lee was burnt up near death. He could not be a ninja after this. Not even Tsunade will be able to heal him. Is that all you got? I thought you would make me pay. Looks like you're a disappointment, Naruto said. Oh, the power of the gates is such a joke. I bet you could even use them properly. Maybe your sensei could have given me a better challenge. He then walked past Krishna and Minato, Menma and Mito. He then smiled, pissing them off. Winner, Naruto. Naruto, that was unnecessary, Minato said. Mind your own business, Hokage. I'm not your ninja, so you don't tell me what to do. As long as I don't cheat, I could do anything I want. Even kill your stupid little brats in the next tournament, Naruto said. The tuning exams will continue after a month. Come and pick your number so that we can fight, the proctor said, ignoring Naruto and Minato's conversation. So the fights are Naruto vs Menma and Mito, Sasuke vs Gaara, Yukuto vs Fu, Samui vs Shikamaru, and Temari vs Omoi. Those were the matchups. Naruto looked at Menma and Mito and grinned. Finally, I will have revenge, Naruto said. They were then dismissed as Naruto and Samui's team along with Kira's team went to meet the Kages. Once they met with the Kages, they were told that they were going to go to the Land of Stone because the Rock wanted to join the alliance between the Cloud, the Mist, and the smaller nations that Naruto had hoped them get an alliance with. When they arrived, they were greeted by the Tsuchikage. Raikage, Mizukage, let us discuss the agreements of this alliance, Onoki said. The Raikage and Mizukage nodded as they settled down on the agreement. Naruto, hearing one of the terms of the agreement, grinned. He then smiled. He was never so happy. He started laughing a bit, making people think he was mentally insane. But then people just got over it. The Raikage then called up Naruto under the request of Onoki. So you're the ex-son of Minato and the heir of Madara and Hashirama, Onoki said. I am, Naruto said. Do you feel any conflict going against the Leaf? Onoki said. No, I despise them. I despise them more than anything in this world. They're nothing but hypocrites who deserve to die, Naruto said with anger in his eyes, which Onoki could see was genuine and real. Very well, Raikage, that's all. He could be trusted, Onoki said. We now see Naruto's team and Samui's team and Kira's team all returning to the Leaf Village. It had been a month since the Rock. He didn't need to train because he was strong enough. On the way there, they were greeted by Woody. I destroyed Dando's eyes as you ordered and also ripped off his arms, Woody said. Good, did you bring what I ordered? Naruto said. Yes, my lord, they're here. Hashirama and Madara cells are all here. Did you get that jutsu from the snake that we wanted, and what did it cost? Naruto asked. I gave him Sasuke after knocking him out, and then he gave us the Edo Tensei, but Sasuke managed to escape, Woody said. Good, now the time for my revenge has begun, Naruto said. So guys, that was all for this part. Get 1k likes for the next part.